Welcome back to my kitchen. So tonight we're doing a quick meal. I mean really quick because I have, we've got to leave. I have band practice on Thursday nights. Normally we are at Taekwondo this time of the night, but we didn't go tonight. I had errands, just some things I had to get done, and there was just no time for that. So I had enough time to put together a meal for the little ones. And we're doing a chicken and cheese pasta. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing. Last night I had a garlic and herb rotisserie chicken that I got from Harris Teeter. It was $4.99 and I had $1 off coupon. And I put it back in the oven. It was a little bit light for our taste, how we like it. So I put it back in the oven and let that skin brown up and crisp up real well. And other than that, everything else we grabbed out of our pantry for tonight's meal. So I'm going to run you through what we're having really, really quickly. And then prayerfully we'll be eating in the next 5 minutes or so. So in this pan, I have the pearl onions, the bird's eye pearl onions that I got last night with the coupon. I also have probably half of a green bell pepper and 2 stalks of broccoli, and I'm just sauteing this in a little olive oil. I did some salt and black pepper and a little bit of garlic salt. So remember, I got those pearl onions last night. They were buy one get one free at Harris Teeter, and I had $1 off of 3, so I paid about less than $1 for each bag. And that's just sauteing up. The pearl onions, I actually cooked those in the microwave. It was a simple throw it in a microwave safe dish and microwave for 7.5 minutes. I probably could have cooked it on the stove top quicker, but I was trying to cut up vegetables and do all kinds of other stuff so that we're not being wasteful. I had some, what did I have? I had some celery. I had some green peppers that I just bought, and I wanted to make sure that I used them. Because sometimes, you know, you have a good intention of using your fresh veggies, and then they kind of sit in your fridge, and the next thing you know, they've kind of gone bad. So I saw somebody in another one of my groups that I'm in had done a lot of pre-chopping. So I just decided that I would do some pre-chopping as well. And we put the remainder of the celery stalks and the green peppers into the freezer. I chopped them off the stalks and put them in the freezer. And so I'll be able to use those next week for Thanksgiving. I may even use some again probably this weekend for cooking. So I had about 2 breasts of that chicken and 1 thigh left. There's a little bit of skin. My kid will probably eat that at the end. And I just chopped that up. That's just kind of a thick chop, a rough chop. In here I've got some of the corkscrew pasta that I got the buy 2 get 3 free. I don't think I quite have enough water in there, so I'm going to put a little more water in that. And then I'm also going to throw in some broccoli. So last week, I got an order from the produce box, and fresh broccoli was in there, so I'm trying to get in some greens for my kids, and I'm just going to flash cook that broccoli because it doesn't have to cook for a long time. So I'm just going to flash cook that. As the pasta gets ready and done, then I'm just going to drain it all. So again, my pasta was buy 2 get 3 free. I'm actually also going to throw in my garlic knots that I got yesterday for $1.19. I had a coupon. They were $1.99. I had 40 cents. That doubled to 80 cents. So I have 6 garlic knots. I've got my corkscrew pasta going. I still have my saute going here of my green pepper, celery, and the pearl onions. To this, I'm going to add in some of the spinach that I got yesterday as well. I like to be as veggie heavy as I possibly can whenever I can. It just helps us to be able to get as much of our veggies in as we possibly can. And of course, spinach wilts down a whole lot. But I like to get those veggies in. So everything that I'm using, I either got last night or Monday's shop or last week's shop or the week before that. So I didn't buy anything fresh today. Nothing was fresh today that I bought. I got the other week, the Butonis, the marinara sauce. When I got the Butonis pasta, I got that. So I still had some of that left. And I also got the ragu for 90. I think I got it for 87 cents last week on eBay at Harris Teeter. So that, we're going to do like a blush sauce. Some red, some white. And that is roasted garlic parmesan is what we're doing in there. So I'm going to turn that on so I can see if when my knots are done. But we actually have to leave in about 5 minutes. Maybe less, a little bit more than 5 minutes. I probably got about 15 minutes before I have to leave so that I can make it to church on time. And luckily for us, we're going opposite of the traffic, so we should be okay getting there. It only takes me about 15 minutes to get to church, so I'm blessed in that regard. So to this, again, salt, black pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. I'm going to now add in my rotisserie chicken, and this was a garlic herb rotisserie chicken. I almost did the shrimp that I had in the freezer from the other day, but that would have had to thaw out, and I didn't have a lot of time. So I'm moving in my chicken that I had, and I'm actually going to put my sauce in. I'm going to go wash my hands so I can deal with my sauce a little bit. So what are you guys cooking for tonight? I hope it's good. I hope you're enjoying what you're doing. Hope your meal is good if you have eaten, and if you haven't eaten, then hope prayerfully soon. Pop that top. And then I had a little bit of the Prego left. I'm going to try to use up what we had that was already open. And that's still good. It smells amazing. That's all I have to say about that. Of course, I could be partial because it's my kitchen, but it smells so good. So, so good. So this is just the regular marinara. This, of course, is flavored with meat. Just a little bit of that I had left over from the other week. Can't remember what I made, but whatever it was. Pasta of some kind of. And then the white. So that was probably about 1.5 jars. 1 jar of the white, which is much smaller than the red. And about half a jar if you add in this plus what I have here. So I'm going to get my helper to come over and go to the trash for me so I can clean a little. Those few things will go in the trash can. I'm probably going to save my carcass of my chicken. I may actually try to do some raw. I'm not real sure. But I'm just going to stir this around. And this looks amazing. It's creamy. The onions, the celery, you can smell the garlic in this, and you see the sauce because I did the red and the white, so it's turning a pink color. I'm actually going to use some cheese because I bought 2 and got 3 free. So I'm going to put a little cheese in here, what's left of that bag. So that's the buy 2 get 3 free that was on the sale last week, or actually ended yesterday at Harris Teeter. And I'm just going to stir that around and let that kind of cook a little bit in there. And then I'm going to attend to my pasta really, really quickly. So I'm going to grab, I like my pasta kind of al dente, way al dente, because I don't like, oh, that's good. I don't like soggy pasta. And of course, your test. And that feels done. And then my broccoli doesn't have to be super, super done because you can eat broccoli kind of partially raw. But a flash cook of the broccoli gives it, still leaves it with a nice crunch. I'm going to turn that sauce down a little bit because I don't want it to pop and boil out. So I'm turning this off. We're done. And I'm just going to strain out the pasta, add it into my saucepan, and this is going to be dinner. The garlic knots should be done in just a sec. Let me get my trash can man to help me out one more time. This is all for the trash can, lovely. Thank you. And I saved that skin. My kids like to eat the chicken skin, so I just saved that I pulled off of that rotisserie chicken. And I'll let them have that either on their pasta or on the side of their plate because they just like to eat it that way. So, whatever they like. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I can't even tell you how much this meal is. Pennies on the dollar when you think about how much it is to go out and eat and feed a family of 3, 1 adult and 2 kids, or 1 child who pretty much does fit into the adult category, being 12. Some kids' meals are only up to 10. So, you know, I'm spending enough for 2 adult meals, and then 1 child, this could be $30 or $40. But what I'm doing here tonight is probably not even $10 in this entire meal, because I had coupons for all the items that I use except the broccoli, which came in my produce box. But it's going to be yum and it's going to be delish. The kids will get full and we'll head off to church. And I probably cooked way more pasta than I needed to, because my pan is, or I probably have way more veggies in here than I normally do, because my pan is a little bit overflowing. It's a little full, so I'm probably going to serve up the kids, and then I will put the rest of the pasta and the broccoli in here. But this is what we're having for dinner. Thank you for joining us in our kitchen, and we'll see you the next time we cook. Bye.